Okay, so, still Pride Month. On to the second LGBTQ review, which stands for this. So, well, yeah, the Q was there because there's not much that begins with Q, so I'll be reviewing various queens. Last week, the band Queen. This week, you'll see. Anyway, the L is my heavily modified version of the Scoutwalker polybag. So I had a few goals with this. The head I felt was pretty much good enough. You know, it's probably something I could have done with the top just to get the hatch detailing on there. Maybe improve the slope a little. But, aside from that, there's a couple of slight external adjustments, most of it's internal. Basically, the head is now on a mixel joint, meaning that it can rotate and stay in place. It has a little bit of tilt and a little bit of uppy-downy movement, which feels to me more accurate to the film model. Now, the hips are taken the first joint and made it not fake. It's actually a usable joint, and just generally neatened up that whole area. Legs, I swapped out the ratchet here for a ball joint, and the ratchet down here for a ball joint, just to get some slightly more subtle poses. And the feet I mostly redid kind of from scratch. This actually fully posable now. All the leg joints actually work. To give you an idea of what it was like before, these have to be sort of locked backwards and were locked in place like this, which is okay, but just adding a slight angle there adds so much to this. Yeah, quite a few extra parts, but you're looking at maybe 2 Berkeley gold of something significantly better than the original set. Here's what the original polybag looks like for reference. So that is the L for today. Now for the B, I picked up an Armored Alliance Baku clip off Amazon. I haven't actually seen it yet, so let's see which one I got. And, Hydroid Extracalius. Sure. Not my favourite design-wise. Packaging is absolutely knackered for some reason, but, I will gladly take it. Let's bust this bad boy open. Carefully open up my card. Crap, I already bent it. Bloody packaging. Right. So we now have Hydronoid Crocalius and Hydronoid Extracalius, which design-wise is pretty cool. So let's figure out firstly how this works. I'm assuming this is just standard clip-me-do. This is an absolute unit as well. I'm assuming that this is just onto there and that clipped onto whatever. Okay, cool. And then this is for what? Cards? Okay. Open down here. And there's no space for a few cores. Looks like this is double helix core, which is interesting. I feel like it's not a combination you see very often. So anyway, let's regret not bringing the tiny scissors downstairs for this. Got the very good packaging back into the bag. And the clip itself, it's fine. I was more interested in the battery gun that came with it anyway. And I've got one, I can track down the rest of the wave. Fusion ones as much as the designs are hit and miss, there's a lot more hits than there are misses, and the ones that are hits tend to be really cool. You know, I mean, I like the colour scheme distribution on this one quite a bit, actually. So, let's shuffle a few things around and switch to Bakucam. Okay, and let's see how many dozen tries it takes me. I realise I'm doing this in the wrong order, but, you know. Nope. Please. Okay, let's at least give myself a slightly longer target to aim for. I'm going like a gate card or something to use. You saw that the magnet lifted very slightly. Hey, there we go. So then, Humanoid X Gregarious. Let's take a closer look. 300B power. Not bad. Forgot to take a look at the stats on the actual card, but yeah, I'd say that this does a better job of being Hydronoid than Hydronoid does, and the Gregarious side of it looks a lot better in hand than most of what I've seen online, to be honest. So closing, I'm assuming, are just front and back, sides, two heads, hemispheres. Yeah. They'll drop and pop. Yeah, I dig this. So, we're going to backtrack slightly for the G for this video. And for the G, we're taking a look at a Kabuto Mushi, a glass-compatible figure that has a pretty good selection of parts, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of contained builds possible from this guy. And Marty Hansen, the designer, usually has sort of various bundles available, where it's like one plus like a Nemesis Mushi, one of the other figures in the line, or like one and some Axis joint to like one of each Mushi, and some Spy Monkey upgrade kits by a different company that basically you got options. Even just from the one kit itself, you already have the option of... Excuse me. Yeah, glass joints, not easy on the thumbs, I will admit. It helps to warm them up a bit beforehand. And have sturdy teeth. Dentists do not interact. So, plug that into the back. And pop off the horn. Suddenly you have an weapon. Pop this on here, and you're starting to get a different silhouette. Just to finalise things, let's take the shoulders here. And move the knees to them. And shoulder. And, you know, this right here is just a very basic demonstration of the kind of thing you can accomplish with just one. You've already got a completely different shape. Actually, we can go deeper. Turn the torso that way. Remove this gem-looking piece from the chest. In fact, let's integrate this head at the waist. Put this on here, this up there, and have a completely different silhouette, even though everything is in basically the same places. You can get more complex if you want, swapping out the arm and leg pieces and doing all kinds of other stuff, but this is a quick demo of what is possible with one of these figures. I'll leave a link to my store in the description. International shipping isn't cheap, but is real damn quick, and I definitely recommend. Let's put it to one side and bring in the T for this video. Q Transformers, well, Evangelion XQ Transformers crossover figures that I got from Bai after watching another YouTuber's video on that. Link in the description as well, just to give you an idea of what Bai is all about. So, and here we have teeny tiny Unit 0. Unit 1, I believe the head needs to slide forward. Yep. And Unit 2, does the head slide? Already slid, okay. The head comes pre-slid on Unit 2. So, yeah, these are adorably tiny little chunky Evas that I've just knocked over, well, for moving packaging. So, as you can see on the packaging there, they all transform. So, let's go with Unit 1 first. Slide the head back. Put the arms down and fold the entire back of the truck together. Turn it around and push the feet in to form the cab. And you now have a little baby Optimus Prime looking Eva truck. So, the other sort of party trick these have is that the interior of the wings is printed like a sort of nerve hanger, so you can actually attach them together like this. Actually, is there enough space? Okay, if I had 4, and there are 4 total actually. There's an alternate version of Unit 1 that has spoilers for second rebuild film. But yeah, if I had all 4, I could kind of make a square with them. Anyway. Fold up. Slide back. Fold the arms up and close the head. Legs tuck in, head slides back to make space, arms up and in, arms up and in. Yeah, just 3 little trucks. I approve. They're weird, but they're kind of cool. Let's get them back centered. So, yeah, that has been the L, which is back there, the G, which is over there, B, which is just in frame there, and the T. Now for the Q, we will be discussing Her Majesty, Queen, Her Majesty the, Elizabeth II, blah blah blah. Solid 0 out of 10, the vibes are not good. I don't care if she's still Jubilee. You know, like, she's sitting on a big golden chair spending $2 billion on a celebration when half the bloody country's starving because of the Tories. So, yeah, short version. Queen Elizabeth II. Do not recommend. Would not suggest to a friend. Can absolutely get fucked. See you next week.